Hey, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Let's Go Fishing show. As you can see, I've got my buddy here, Mike, and Bill had some things. By the way, Bill's brother, Bon, passed away this past week, and our sympathy go out to Bill and his family and all that stuff. Hated to hear that. Bon loved fishing just like Bill.
Yeah, sure did.
So anyway, Bill, we're hoping you're hanging in there, and hope to get you back here next week with me and Mike. Anyway, I want to say hello to Dad and Polly and Kent and Betty Stevens, friends of ours, came by the house today. Got to visit with them a few minutes. They live up on the other side of Clinton there, and good to see them. And Mike, what have we got going on?
Well, we got some film to show. I'd say you and Wesley down there fishing, and hope to bring up the film where I got the chance to go down and do a little fishing there Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Folks, Mike, you want to show us your shirt there?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Jim Williams for the T-shirt he gave me, Edgemore Outdoors.
Yeah.
Got it on front and back there, and he got plenty of them over there. I think $6 and something for a T-shirt, or said he was running a special on the Garcia rods over there, them white ones. He'd give a free T-shirt to anybody that bought one of them rods.
Yeah. Jim, thanks for not giving me one.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Jim, yeah. They're nice shirts, folks, and appreciate Jim doing that. And hey, I'm going to tell you, if you're not trading with him, you're missing the boat. I'll just tell you, he's got rewards points. He price matches anybody around, and he got as good a selection as you'll find. And not, I mean, in just about anything and everything, especially the baits, crappie, muskie, stripers. You know, Jim stays up to date on what's going on, and the fishermen come in there, and you know, they're talking and telling him, you know, they're catching fish, and you know, we don't buy stuff that we don't catch them on, Mike, or we try not to. Is that how I wound up with all them tackle boxes full of baits that don't work?
Yeah, I'd say it is.
Yeah.
20 reeling rods.
20 reeling rods, yeah, and tackle boxes full of baits. But anyway, Edgemore Outdoors, like Mike said, he's got a special on the Garcia white rods, and man, they're great. Buy a rod, get a free T-shirt.
Yeah.
And
see, them baits is designed to catch the fishermen, not the fish.
That's exactly right, Mike. That's exactly right. You're 100% right there. But do shop there at Edgemore Outdoors, and give Jim your business, and get on that reward system. You know you get, every time you buy something, you gain points, and you trade them in. You know, don't take but a little while, and you got yourself a fishing reel or a new rod or a bunch of lures, Mike.
Good have.
All right, Jim, thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate you. But anyway, folks, we got some film there. Wesley and I were down on the lake 2 or 3 days there last week, him being out of school, and we got some film there. And then Mike's got some film. He was down there on the weekend fishing, you know, by himself there. So we had a hard time filming. But man, I've heard all kinds of fish stories this week. Got some nice pictures. 22.5-inch smallmouth came off of Dale Hollow. 6-something came off of Watts Bar, a 5-something off of Watts Bar, and then John Henry got that 5.3. I told you about it last week, but we didn't get the picture up. Got that 5.3 Kentucky on a square bill crankbait. So we got a little bit of everything and a whole lot too. So while we're at it, Mike, I'm going to show you. Now, Mike, this right here is, I've had it over here a couple of years ago, I think, and it's Carolina rig time, Mike.
It sure is.
I mean, they ain't, you know, it's right here upon us. This is a Carolina rig tree is what Dwayne calls it. Dwayne Hickson up in Clinton, Tennessee. He's manufactured, come up with this, and Dwayne's always been a big Carolina rig fisherman, and he simplified things, Mike, and this is what you need to do for them crappie. So I don't have to tie so many knots when I break off. You know what I'm saying, huh? I'm just asking the question. Eric.
Only takes one hook in 1 minute.
Yeah. Eric and Michael Trail, I know you guys are watching. Don't you think that's what Mike needs to do? Call me over here and let us know, one of you. But, that right there is the deal. You know, you got your sinker down here and a hook here and a hook here and that up here with your leader on it and just one knot and I'm ready to go.
Different size hooks and everything, too.
Yeah. This right here, Dwayne's got this thing here's fixed up with about 4 or 5 different sizes, and it got the straight shank hooks. He's got the wide gap hooks on it, 4 or 5 different sizes, 4/0, 3/0, 5/0, 2/0. Man, you know, it's just loaded down. Dwayne, that's a neat rig, and I've been holding that just to show on the show here. So if you're fishing with a Carolina rig, you can call Dwayne. Let me see here. I've got his number. His number is on this thing right here. And hey, you know, there's a whole, he's got the swivel on it, all the hooks, all the line, folks, you know. Let's see. Dwayne Hickson, 457-0960. Is his home number, and his cell number is 250-1931. So that's 250-1931, and he'll fix you up with one of these things. And I'm going to tell you, for what he's asking for it, with all these hooks, swivels, and line on it, it's a bargain.
Yes, sir. It sure is.
It's definitely a bargain, Mike. You know, you're getting the plastic and the labor for free. Bottom line, time you buy all them hooks and lines and swivels, guarantee it. So a good deal, Wayne. That's a Dwayne Hickson, Dwayne Hickson up there in Clinton. That's a good deal, Dwayne. And glad to get to show that for you, bud. But that thing's handy as a pocket on a shirt. You break off, all you need your sinker and your swivel and your beads, and you're back in business.
Back in business.
Yeah, with one knot. That's the whole deal. So anyway, wanted to let you all know about those things. And why it's on my mind, and Herschel's getting their film ready here. He's ready. Let me mention this. Reynolds Racing and Marine is up on the foot of Windrock there at the Jamboree. Got 4 or 5 of those side-by-sides. And yesterday I pulled in down there, and man, they had 6 or 8 of those things sitting there, and there was a white one. That it just stuck out like a new penny.
All the Springs is full of them right now.
Yeah, they ain't no two. Every shape, size, and what have you. Camper, folks, that's a big gathering up there, and it's like a bass tournament. Everybody that's got a 4-wheeler or side-by-side is headed to the mountain.
I think in 7 states they coming in here from everywhere.
Yeah, so... But Glenn's up there with 4 or 5 of his machines, advertising them to sale and this, that, and the other. And like his slogan says, fun on water and land.
Yeah, I think they'll have a bigger showing than the air show.
Probably will, Mike, probably will. A lot of going on this weekend, definitely for a fact. But if you're interested in or thinking about a side-by-side, I tell you what, you know, that brand he's selling is
Odyssey.
The Odyssey is not as popular right now, but it will be. I guarantee you, it's got too many features that just come standard that other people has. You have to pay extra for. So,
said they was made in California.
Yeah. Anyway, check those out if that's something you're looking forward to or whatever, looking at purchasing or whatever. Give them a chance to earn your business there at Reynolds Racing and Marine. Herschel, if you want to take us to the film, we'll go ahead and get started.
What I like to...
Pretty good.
do you think about that now, Wes?
Pretty good fish.
Pretty good fish, yeah. That's good keeper fish right there, old buddy. Sure is. Get down here and get a hold of him. There we go. Just like that. Oh, better hand me them pliers. All right, got it. Let's see if I can get that other one out. Oh, you're gonna need him. All right, got him. Sorry about that. All right.
Yeah, it's a nice fish.
Okay, bud.
Put him back in the water.
Let's get another one, folks. Welcome to Let's Go Fishing. And Wes and I are back down here on the lake, and we hope we can get some.
All
Good
right.
starter, Wes.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let's get it.
Well, got smallmouth on here.
All
He's
right,
rocked.
Wes. Okay, get him up here and get him off. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, boy.
It's a nice one.
Yeah.
All right, put him back.
He's no keeper, Wes, but he's pretty.
Yeah, he is.
Folks, remember the sponsors. Let's Go Fishing.
All right, put him back. Let's go back. Third fish today.
Striper, Wes.
Striper. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Give me them needle nose pliers, will you? Don't wanna. We're waiting on.
There's one.
Rascal. He's got sharp, spiny fins.
There he goes. See you later.
All right, folks, Wes got a small fish there, but hey, fish is a fish, buddy. It's all about that biting and pull. Attaboy, Wes. Good deal, son. That's it. Good deal.
Right there in the front.
Okay, good. Good. All righty. Oh, that sun makes it hard to film, I'm telling you. When my sunglasses on, I can't see the screen. All righty, bud. Good deal. There you go. Just turn him right backwards there. Shake him just a little bit. All right. Attaboy. Good job. Okay, Wes. Good deal, bud. Yeah. Folks, remember our sponsors. We got to have them. Appreciate every one of them. And like I said, Wes and I are back down here on Watch Bar. He's out of school on vacation. Papa's taking him fishing. So we'll see what comes up here next. Be back shortly. All right, Wes got another fish on there. Okay, Wes. We're going to have to get bigger in. All right, bud. And you just keep catching. That's the deal. Okay, I'll let you get that off and get another.
All right. He's got one on here. Jeez.
Ah, shucks, Wes. I thought he was a little bigger than that, bud.
Yeah.
He will be in another year. He'll be a dandy. All right.
All right. There he goes.
All right, folks. Wes got a fish on there now. Attaboy, Wes. Good job, buddy. Good deal. Get him off, get you another one here right quick. Grab him. All right, grab him now. All right, folks. Wes got another fish on that jig there. Hang him on up, Wes. Good deal, bud. Okey-dokey. Yeah, buddy. That's a good job, Wes. Oh, all right. Pretty fish. Okay, back to water. Good deal, bud.
Got one on here.
Good
Pretty-
keeper fish right there, Wes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a nice one. All right, put him back. Let's get another one. He's got one on right here.
Yeah, not very big, Wes, but he sure did hit hard.
Looked like he did the way you jerked.
Yeah. He sure did. He hit hard. All right.
Come back in the water.
All right, folks. Wes got the fish on that rattle trap. Attaboy, Wes. Good job, buddy. Good job. All right. We'll get him off and get another one. Be right back shortly.
Got one more on here. That's a good keeper right there.
Yeah, that's a good fish right there. Go in. Get him up on the boat right here. Got you now. Yep. Come on. There you go. Come on. Yeah. Well, just went right back and hooked again. Now,
He's got him now.
what do you think about that, Wes? See, that fish right there is full of eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice looking fish.
They got it, baby. All right, folks. Wes got a pretty good fish on here now. Let's get him out in the boat and look at him, Wes. Good keeper, ain't he? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. All right. Good job. Good job. Careful on that line. Don't break her line. All right. Good deal. You take the camera and I'll get the fish, and we're in business. Boy, I tell you what, them hooks just all over everything, ain't they? Mm-hmm. That gummit. Mm-hmm. All right. Lay your rod down. Give me the camera back. You take the fish. Got him? All right, bud. Now, boy, I wished you'd have got that big one in. You had to go hold of them in to go.
I know.
Shucks, far. That's a 5 pound or better fish. Mm-hmm. All right, bud. Good job. Lay him in the water. Yeah. Okie doke. Hey, folks. Wes and I are down here on Watts Bar. We're going to try to fish a few hours, and he's got school looking back at him there Monday, so we're going to try to catch a few fish here today, get some more film for the show. Wes, what are we going to be fishing with today?
That's secret. Keep telling that.
That's a secret. That's a pretty good answer, bud. Pretty good answer. But we are going to throw rattle traps, flip a jig a little bit, see what's going on. Don't know if we can get on some fish or not, but we're definitely going to try and focus. All right, folks. Wes got our stripe on there now. Looks good, Wes. Yeah, buddy. Fine job. You're going to catch a few of them right now. Sure are. Okay. Get him off. All right. Good job, bud. Get you another one there. There ought to be a bunch of them right here.
Yep.
Okay, folks. Remember our sponsors now. See what Wes can do here. Water's a little dingy, but they still hitting that rattle trap. All right, Wes got him a bass on this time, folks. Attaboy, Wes. Them lilians has got to eat too. All right, bud, good deal. Let's get another one there. What you say?
Let's do it.
All right, folks. Wes and I have doubled up here. Small little old fish. But we've doubled up. Bring him up there, Wes. Attaboy. Yeah, man. All right, we can get them both on the camera there. Let me zoom in. There we go. Good boy. All right, good job. Let's get them off and get another. All right, folks. Wes got another. That's a stripe or a bass? Wes, little old bass, ain't it? Okay.
It's right like a stripe, though.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you what. We have caught more than a dozen already. Let's see, Wes. Let me get the camera zoomed back out here. Yeah, attaboy. All right, we'll get that one off there. All right, turn around here, Wes, where I can see you a little bit. Got another fish on, folks. Just a couple of casts. Got another one. All right, Wes. Good deal, buddy. All right, folks. Another stripe there looks like, Wes. Yeah, folks, we're just having a time here to this wind today. I'm telling you, it is, we're just having fish with the wind and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, Wes, good job, man. All right. All right, folks. Mike and I got rained out at work, and we're up here on North on Tuesday, and he couldn't stand it. So we're going out here and see if we can find some of these bass. There'll be no crappie fishing up here today, Mike.
I didn't bring no minnows.
Didn't bring no minnows. Well,
Rubber minnows.
Rubber minnows. Chartreuse, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Remember the sponsors. Got to thank them all. And let's go fishing. We'll get back with you shortly. All right, folks, our old Mike's got a big old largemouth there now. Pretty good, Mike.
Yeah.
Nice little largemouth there, yeah. Attaboy. Get him off and get you another.
Yeah.
All right, folks, Mike got another pretty good fish on there. Attaboy, Mike. He done jumped twice before I got the camera up here.
Yeah.
Smallmouth there. Yeah. Uh-huh. He's not 18 inches, but he's a pretty good fish, Mike.
Fish.
Yeah, nice one. All right. Like to catch them like that all day long. We've had a lot of fun.
See no signs of no nesting or nothing.
Yeah.
A little bit of red on his tail.
All right. Be back shortly, folks. All right, Mike's got another fish on there. What does that look like? Oh, yeah, buddy, Mike. That's another nice largemouth, man.
Yeah, he got a lace on his tail.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Beating on them rocks a little.
Beating on the rocks a little, yeah. Okay, Mike. Pretty good. Good deal. Get you another one, buddy. All right, we're back, folks. Mike, give a little rundown there on mine and Wesley's trip, and then we're going to talk about the situation, what's going on the lake. Watts Bar is awful good right now.
It is.
I mean, I've got I talked to a lot of people this past week, and okay, let's see, Herschel. I'll try to answer that and see. Okay, don't answer that one. Okay, good. Nope, don't answer it. He'll get it. All right, he's got it. Anyway, we had talked to a lot of people this week. The white bass,
Yeah.
catching them in the coves,
Yeah.
all over the lake, pretty much. If there's a creek running in somewhere in there, they're ganged up.
Mm-hmm. Usually, if you find a spot, there's several of them there too.
Yeah, I agree. There's no doubt about it. So anyway, with that said, that's Wesley and I, Okay, here we go. We got a call here. Hello, caller. Hello.
Oh, Steve.
Hey, Ronnie. How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello. Howard.
Go ahead, bud.
Yeah. Now, we've been budding and we fished a 2-day tournament during Watts Bar.
Uh-huh.
And got some pretty good fish, and we catch them on jerk baits.
Hey, that sounds good. Sounds good. What point was you on? I need to get on it.
I don't care to tell you, it's purple green apple.
Yeah, okay. Purple green apple, man. That sounds good.
Yeah, we had 12 o'clock. And ate some last night.
And that sounds good. You was fishing a tournament, wasn't you, Ronnie?
Yeah, we fished 2-day tournament, and
You do any good?
well, there's some good fish caught that we didn't come home with no money.
Oh, well, okay. But you had a good time, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the main thing right there, buddy.
Surprised me you let Bud ride around with you.
He was in a different boat.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Hey, Ronnie, what was the weight for the winter down there?
It was around 30 pounds.
Son of a gun. That's pretty good for 2 days. That's 15 pounds a day. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's pretty good. Where'd you launch at?
Rockwood.
Rockwood. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
We went up the river. And we got in some fish that was with a red-eyed shad. And we was hitting them in about 2 feet of water
Yes, sir. Yeah.
today.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That doesn't surprise me a bit. They're definitely moving in, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Bud and guy he was fishing with there, they seen some on the bed.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, we talked last week about, and then Tuesday night we was talking about fish with eggs, getting them up in the boat to release them, and the eggs running out of them.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're definitely hunting a place to spawn. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. I'm probably going down now, Chickamauga Saturday or church.
Into crappie, you go to bass fish or crappie fish?
Yeah, we're going to bass fish.
Okay.
It's church. It's church fishing club that we go to. Or church we go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that sounds good, buddy. Sounds good. Well, I appreciate you calling and letting us know what went on.
Well, you just take care and.
All right, man.
We'll be seeing you.
Okay, Ronnie. Appreciate you calling in and letting us know how the tournament went, bud.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Okay, you too, man. See you. Okay. All right. That's a good report there, Mike.
Yeah, it sure is.
They got a group of older gentlemen there, and they get together every couple of weeks and fish, and then they have, I guess this was their classic, but they've done good. Good time to be fishing. But that's what the point of watching the film here with Wesley and I. We fish shallow. We throwing a small shallow running crankbait. Mostly it was rattle traps and a spinner bait occasionally. But the rattle trap seemed to be working the best.
Yeah, that's that red-eyed shad. That's what it is.
It's the same thing. It's just a different body style, but you could call it lipless crankbait, and they'll work. You can use the Strike King or the Bill Lewis or anybody else's cotton cordales or whatever. Because you know that when them fish are in there in that shallow water, you set your boat in about 4 to 5 feet or less, and 3.5, and you're throwing in there in a foot of water, and it just, you know, all that racket, and they're looking for something and to eat, and so you know that thing just puts it right there in front of them.
It sure does.
And it definitely works. Wesley likes to fish it. I like to fish it, especially this time of year. And then back to that, you know, like I said, as far as the fishing report goes, I talked to people. They're catching the stripers, the white bass, in the coves up the Clinch. They're catching them in the coves up the Tennessee, and I'm sure down in the middle of the lake. Like I said, in the Caney Creek area or on below, any of those good creeks down through there that's got some water that feeds it quite a bit, why, you're going to find them stripers.
Sure will.
Them white bass, they're going to be in there, and you can catch them on about anything when they're ganged up. So if you're looking for some fun on that, that'd be a good thing. Tony Gallagher, you need to call over here and give us a report. He fished the Tennessee Crappie Club tournament down at Kingston last Saturday, and you need to call over and tell us about that deal, how they worked that, what all went on. 12 and a half pounds won the tournament, and that's 7 crappie. That's all they'll allow you to weigh in, and they've got some different kind of rules on that thing, Mike.
Yeah, the big crappie deal on TV you see there, they went back to 1 pole. Is all you're allowed to fish with instead of 14 or 15, you know, all that. And I think they even got 1 hook thing on there is all you're allowed to use.
Well, that'll eliminate you right quick. Okay, then, all right. That's
but they're the 7 fish.
7 fish, okay.
Is all they allow.
Well, you know, 7 and 12, that's a little over a pound and a half, right at a pound and a half apiece.
Most of their tournaments that I've watched on TV is like 2 or 3 day tournaments too.
But that Tony was well pleased with that group, and you know, they after I talked to him last week on the show, I went home and pulled it up and got a lot of information. They registered like at 7 o'clock that morning. All right, when you do register, you can't start fishing till 7:30, and hey, you can even enter this thing and fish off the bank if that's what you do.
Yeah.
You know, and you can trailer your boat. Say they was at Kingston and you wanted to go to Caney Creek, you drive down there and put your boat in. You just can't start. Everybody starts fishing at the same time, and that was at 7:30 in this tournament. And then at 4 o'clock, they started the weigh-in, and at 4:30 they cut the weigh-in off. So if you go somewhere else and launch and you have trouble of whatever, you don't get back by 4:30, it don't matter.
If you have trouble on the water and you don't get back, it don't matter.
That's exactly right.
But you know, the smallmouth tournament we used to fish, that allowed that trailer and stuff, and of course they would, you know, go up to Loudon and put in and start at a certain time and be back in Whites Creek at the weigh-in by a certain time. And, you know, it was a lot better, I think, being able to trailer and looking through the windshield of that vehicle than it is running that boat 40 miles up the river.
Yeah, I about agree with you, Mike, but I couldn't tell you that. You always wanted to run the river. So eat the bugs, you know, and that kind of thing. Folks, Mike and I have done that, you know, put in at Whites Creek and run the Loudon lock through, fish over there, and then lock back through and run back to Whites Creek. So, you know, we just do that. Don't ask me why, but we just do. But the fishing right now is good. Fished that tournament on Douglas, filling in for Jack Dunaway last Saturday, and man, I hadn't been to Douglas in 10 years or longer.
Yeah.
And took me a minute to figure out. The water was down quite a bit. Took me a minute to figure out where we was at, and fishing with a great partner, Randy Harris, just a dandy. And but you know, as far as that goes, there was a lot of fish up there in that tournament caught on the Carolina rig. I don't think the winners the thing caught them on that, but some of the bigger bags, I think, according to what they said, came out there deep. And Randy and I had 12.5 pound, 5 fish, you know, and caught a lot of keeper fish, but just couldn't get a good bite. And, you know, set the boat in about 15 foot of water and throw that Carolina rig over against the bank and just work it out, you know, and get a fish. And so that's, you know, there's fish being caught on Douglas, on the Carolina rig. And you know, we were using lizards, you know. Bottom line, the green pumpkin, that seemed to be our best color, and that's what we stuck with. The crappie bite, like I said, on Watts Bar right now, a lot of people fishing from the bank, catching them crappie. The water, used to, a lot of times the lake would be full by this time of year. It likes about 2 feet, and so there's still quite a bit of bank showing that you can get on and fish off of. And basically what I'm hearing, the people that stand on the bank is doing pretty well catching them crappie. You know, because they're back in there in these little shallow pockets that, you know, some of them you can't get a boat to them.
Yeah.
Unless it's a real small boat, go through the culvert and this, that, and the other.
I know when you was fishing Saturday up there with Jack's place at Douglas, and I went down to Watch Bar Saturday, and man, there was people everywhere standing on the banks and throwing at them down there. So
yeah.
You can tell when they're hitting because.
If they ain't down there, Mike, they ain't biting. I can promise you that.
They don't stay long if
they don't stay long. That's fact. Sure don't. Well, speaking of what you're doing, Mike, we'll go to your film, and then you can come back and give us the particulars.
All right. Okay, folks. Big old tree right here in front of me. And now here in the water, I'm going to flip it and see if we can get one out of it. A lot of good limbs in that tree. Some out there deep, some in there shallow. We can find out where the fish is at on it. wind slightly calmed down a little bit from what it has been all day.
Mike, we got to see you do a lot of casting there, but no catching.
That big tree there, I figured for sure I'd get a good fish out of it, but I got one bite there, and I jerked and missed him. But before that, I'd caught several fish flipping in trees and stuff. And I was flipping this little old brown jig again, what I was using on you down there the other day.
Yeah.
Is what I was flipping.
Right.
I use on this rod here. It's 8-foot castaways. And,
right out there in front of the camera.
Yeah, and right there, and it's collapsible 8-footer. And, I use 14-pound test line on it, and I'm flipping the 3/16 and 1/4 ounce heads and stuff on it. So you know, I don't usually flip 3/8 or a half or something like that on this rod. I like it because it's 8 foot long and get a little extra reach with it at times to get back over into the brush and stuff. And that 14 does a pretty good job pulling them out.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's all about, Mike, trying to get your bait back in there. And, folks, you know, when you think this time of year, I'm going to tell you, when you think you're shallow enough, go a little shallower.
Yeah, and you look at something, and then, I mean, it's just matted together, and you think, well, you know, I can't get in there, I'm going to get hung up. Well, there's a fish in there, too.
Yes, sir.
And if you want to try to catch him, you better get in there at him.
Well, Mike and I, back a few years back, fishing a tournament on Douglas, I never got to catch a fish because we were so far back in the bushes. All I'd do is just hold the boat there, and he'd swing them around over the bushes, and I'd unhook them, and he'd flop back in there and catch another.
Yeah, there's 5-pounders hanging in them trees are flopping and carrying on.
That's right. So, hello, caller.
Hey, Steve, this is Tony.
Hey, Tony, give us an insight and a rundown on the tournament down there Saturday, man.
It was tough.
It was tough.
Somebody sitting on my fishing hoe and made me to start with.
Yeah, that kind of happens. That's why I tell Mike he better have 2 or 3 places to go.
Well, we did. That was the first one we were going to go to, and somebody was sitting on it in that tournament. That started out bad already.
Yeah, I hear you, bud. I hear you. Well, speaking of the tournament, let me ask you, do you think it's set up pretty good? I mean, you like that format they got?
Yeah, I thought it was real good. I wish they'd done more out there around here. They fish different lakes, they said.
Yeah, I hear you. You know, it looked like to me, I mean, we got, you know, these heartlands in the bass deal, they got a tournament on Watts Bar and a tournament trail on Chickamauga and Douglas and everywhere. Looked like you'd get a good crappie trail started.
Yeah, they can't fish on certain weekends. That's why I don't do nothing like that.
Yeah, well, set them up for
Partly where you work where I did sometimes.
Yeah, I hear you. But set it up on the weekends you don't have to work. Yeah, we just need an organizer to get that thing started, man.
What was the rules on that? How many rods can you use and all that?
Well, 7's all you control. This is 7, no more than 7.
Okay, so you had people trolling and
two people in a boat.
Yeah. So some of the fishermen were trolling with planer boards and the 7 rods, I guess, and then you had the casting the grubs and the floaters and minnows and the straight liners and this on like that, I guess.
Yeah, they didn't really say that. They said no more than 7 for 2 people in a boat.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
it seemed like a pretty good tournament. So I enjoyed fishing. Just we just caught some more fish, but it's like it goes.
right. Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, that's just the way it is.
They had 18 boats in it. About over half of them went other places and put in.
Uh-huh. So they were allowed to trailer their boats then?
Oh, yeah, a lot of them went to Rockwood and Caney, they said.
Uh-huh. Well.
But they couldn't leave there until 7 o'clock to go put in some more
Yeah. So basically a 30-minute trip is all you can make and get back, unless you quit early and come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm glad you called in, let us know, and you know, about what you thought about the tournament trail, and you know, get more people interested in it. But I'd like to see you get one started just here on Watch Bar.
It was like $50 if you wasn't a member, but if you was a member, it's $35 to fish it.
Okay. So the first tournament was 50, and then after that it's 35.
After you become a member.
Yeah. Okay.
What I was going to tell you on the phone is, Steve, not this coming Sunday, but the next Sunday at Melton Hill, at Safe Daylight, they're going to have a bass tournament over there. I know somebody's putting one on over there. Anybody's welcome to fish it.
Next Sunday.
Yeah, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday.
Okay.
At Safe Light, Melton Hill Dam.
All right. Hold on a second. Let me check my calendar here. See when that'll be. Looks like that's the 24th. Okay. All right. Next Sunday, 24th on Milton Hill at the dam.
Right.
Okay.
Hill to dam.
All right. Milton Hill at the dam bass tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey Tony, I appreciate it, bud.
All right, but see you.
All right, see you, buddy. All right. Good to hear from Tony there.
Mm-hmm.
He's, you know, there ain't many trips he don't go when he don't get them crappie.
That's true.
That's the bottom line. That's a fact. But now, Mike, you did. I liked your deal there with the camera set up behind you. I just wished you'd done more jerking than.
Well, you know, I guess we didn't get to see all of it, but probably didn't have time. But I done pretty good both days, Saturday and Sunday down there.
Yeah.
I spent 2 or 3 hours there in that one holler, going back toward the spill there, because I put in right there in the new park launch ramp there, and I fished all back in that holler there toward the other bridge, and I don't think I even caught the first bass.
Mm-hmm.
All I caught was striped.
Striped, yeah, that's where I. Yeah,
and
that's
when
where
I found one, there was several of
them.
them in there.
Yeah, I hear you.
It seemed like you had to come through the same spot every time, but when you did, you'd get one.
Yeah. Folks, you know, we're running close on time, but anyway, here's what I'm going to tell you. If you've got a youngster that you'd like to really have some fun with, get down there right now and take your needle nose pliers and 2 or 3 red-eyed shads or rattle traps or whatever, and head into them coves and make a few casts. You'll find them. When you get one, there's a bunch.
Yes.
And
there's some whoppers too. I mean, shoot,
yes,
2 and 3 pounders. I mean, they'll flat jerk the rod away from you.
Yeah. And if you're not getting them on that lipless crankbait, get you one of them little square bill plugs that you can cast pretty good, and get them youngsters involved in it, and then they'll have a ball. They'll never forget it, guarantee it. When Mike and I were kids on the Clinch River from Cooper's Island down, we'd chase them stripe would just be out there in the middle of that river in a school, and they'd just be feeding, and it just like a whirlpool seemed like. And you'd take a jitterbug or any kind of top water plug, and it was just chaos. I mean,
back then, all we knowed was top water anyway. But,
okay.
You know.
Yeah. Man, we're running close on time, and I've got a couple of things. We got some pretty. Herschel, what about them 3 pictures? We want to show them. There's the first one. Kevin Ward, that fish there was what, about 20 inches, about a 5-pounder or better. Caught that the other evening on Watch Bar. What's the next one, Herschel? And this gentleman right here, I can't remember. That fish right there is a 22.5-inch smallmouth. Mike, come on, Dale Holler right up there where me and you fished there at Eagles Cove, Eagles Nest there in front of that boat dock. That's where that fish come from. And then there's John Henry's 5-pound, 3-ounce Kentucky spotted bass caught on a square bill crankbait.
Yes.
Nice fish.
Full of eggs ready to go in.
Full of eggs ready to go. exactly right, Mike. It sure is. How much time we got, Herschel? 3.5 minutes. Man, I'm going to run over a couple of tournament schedules here. Folks, with the weather we got right now, fishing's good about anywhere you want to go. Let's see here. April the 9th, done passed. April the 30th, the Blue Ridge Bass Masters will be on Douglas at the bridge, at Dandridge Bridge. That's April the 30th. That's still a few days away. We got Fishers of Men will be on Cherokee the 16th, which is Saturday.
Yeah.
They're at the dam on that. And you got the Tennessee or the USA Bass. Their next tournament, which is Sunday, 4/17. They're on Douglas at the dam ramp. That's a good deal there. Get on that. And the next Tennessee Team Trail will be April the 23rd. They're on Cherokee, and that's at the Boat Launch Drive. I don't know. I'm trying to think of where that's at, but that's where they're launching from. And I think it's up there around the bridge, across from the bridge on the right-hand side, Mike, if I'm not mistaken.
Hamilton County Bridge up
Yeah,
there?
not on the right there at the bridge, but there's a launch ramp over there in the
Yeah.
park. I think that's where that's at, but it's listed as Cherokee Boat Launch Drive, and it may either be right above the dam up there. But anyway, they'll be there the 23rd of this month. That's Tennessee Team Trail, and don't want to forget that. And then you got the White Pine Munch. They're going to be April the 23rd. They'll be at Douglas, at Shady Grove. And then the Food City, Tim Irwin, May the 7th, and the St. Jude's, May the 21st. I keep telling everybody the 27th, but that's the 21st is when they're going to have the St. Jude's. I don't know how I keep getting that mixed up, but anyway, the 21st at Kingston City Park. I'll be down there for that. And then this weekend, we got a big deal going over here in Loudon. I'm hopefully get over there in the morning before they blast off. That's the Cabela's King Cat Tournament Trail is over at Lenore City, starting in the morning, and they'll fish tomorrow and Saturday. So I hope to get some film and some insight from that group over there, see who's up. We got some good cat fishermen in this area. Maybe one of them will win the thing. With that said, got a bunch of Heartland tournaments going on. I didn't go through them, but you guys that's fishing them know where they're at about anywhere you want to go. Folks, remember the sponsors, the roofers. Had a lot of wind here lately, so you want to, if you need those, call that number on the screen and let them come look at your roof and inspect it and make sure you're good to go. If you need a new roof, call them, and they're good people. So listen, we're running close on time. Remember the sponsors, appreciate every one of them, and God bless you, and hope to see you next week.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Rodney and Kay Harback invite everyone to come on over to Roan Street Grill to experience a pleasant dining experience with them. Rodney knows how important it is to get folks back to work after lunch, so they have a speedy lunch at Roan Street Grill. They will get you in and get you out. Every day they have a special at lunch or order off the menu. So go visit the fine folks at Roan Street Grill. Call them at 865-285-6025. That's Roan Street Grill, across from Jerry Duncan Ford in Harriman. Call them at 865-285-6025.